What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome to my latest FIFA 19 video, and more importantly, welcome to FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. Here it is. This is the screen that we're all so familiar with. It's looking nice and fresh, some new colours. It's looking great. I've had a brilliant day playing around on this, guys. Hopefully you have as well if you've got the early access to it. If you're getting it on release day on Friday, then get super excited because it's so good. It's lived up to all the expectations for me. In this video, guys, I just want to kind of sort of talk through a few things that I've had, like experienced throughout the day, and just give like a general update really as to how my club is going. Obviously, you can see I've played a few games, like 9 wins, 2 defeats. Been sort of, well, not like an emotional roller coaster, but it's been a little bit stressful at times. I'm really struggling to adapt to the gameplay. That's got to be the first thing I have to say. Find it really difficult to score goals, whether that's just because I'm not picking the correct type of shot in the various like scenarios when I'm getting in on goal or getting chances, but I'm just finding it really difficult to break teams down. On the defensive aspect of the game, I'm not doing too badly. I'm conceding a few goals which I'm a little bit confused about, like some worldy goals and just like the bog standard kind of nonsense that you get dished out at times on FIFA. But I don't seem to have the offensive play and the attacking prowess to kind of cancel out those errors that I'm sort of receiving from the game. But nonetheless, obviously, as you say, I've won like majority of my games, so I've had a good start. But I haven't really been able to step it up to legendary difficulty yet. I've only been playing offline as well, I suppose I should note. So that is why the record is looking a little bit better than some people may have expected. I don't really feel like I'm in a good enough position to go online yet. Just because probably the standard of my teams, and I'll show you these now. It's probably the first thing to note. So you may recognise this one. This is the Bundesliga team which I put together as a concept squad and said I was going to buy. The only change is that I've got Shinji Kagawa in centre midfield because I actually packed him in my weekly packs. Obviously you get the weekly ones as like part of the pre-order. And obviously today, because class is the first day on the first week, so I got a 15k pack and I packed Kagawa, which is quite nice. And he's not too bad. I mean, even though he's like a few ratings higher than most of the players there, he doesn't like stand out, but he's still a decent player nonetheless. I may still try and get hold of Delaney, who's the player that unfortunately missed out in his place. But for now, Kagawa's done fine. This team's only actually played one game. It did win 5-0, so that they didn't do too badly on their debut. I was stuck with the Premier League squad for a long time at the start, and this is how it's looking right now. So it's not looking really anything like the concept squad which I put together, mainly because when I first got on, I didn't really have enough coins. There was no way that I was going to be able to buy the team that I put together, basically. I obviously didn't get anything of much note, any kind of packs or anything. I got this Dejan Lovren card in my Champions League player pick, and I mean, he's poor. I have to say he's poor. But unfortunately, that was kind of the best I had to deal with. He was the highest rated, and even the ones that were lower rated, they weren't even what I would say kind of like better in game. This is literally the best I had. So I took him, and I've tinkered around with the formation a little bit as well. I started off with like 3-5-2, but I ended up going for this 4-1-2-1-2, which is, to be honest, not even really been that much better. Probably just because of the quality of the players, I'm going to say. Got like Congolo. He's a left back playing at right back. He looks horrific. He is horrific. I'm not gonna lie. Charlie Daniels. He's been all right, to be fair to me. He's quite aggressive. He gets stuck in some challenges, but in general pretty poor as well. Centre backs, I did end up getting Rojo. Pope. Yeah, like I said, he was quite cheap. I bought in Didi for 2.5k. He's actually more sort of like 3k, so that was quite a nice purchase there. Musa Sissoko, he's not really delivered for me. I don't know why. He's okay. He's strong, but he just doesn't seem to have that energy that you'd expect him to have to really kind of like burst up the pitch. This guy, Yahambach, he's been phenomenal. Now, he's not somebody that I had in the concept, and that was only because the main player I had in the team on the right side of the midfield was De La Feu. Now, I looked at him, and he was a little bit too expensive for what I had at the time, as I was trying to purchase a few different players to make a bit more of a well-rounded team. And I picked this guy up for like 400 coins. He's got 4 goals and 3 assists in 6 matches. Some of them quite good goals. And out of all the players and all the in the 2 teams, he's actually got the best record, which is, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. But he's done quite well for me. Lanzini's been a little bit of a disappointment, I have to say. You can see by his record, he's only got 3 goals in 10 games, 10 offline games as well. That's been a mixture of sort of, I would say maybe out of the 10, well, actually, I suppose it's 11 now, so he's missed 1 game, obviously because of the Bundesliga team. But out of those 10 games that he's played, I'd probably say maybe 3 have been on world class, 4 on professional, like 2 on semi-pro and 1 on legendary. It's been a bit of a mismatch, really. The legendary game, he just didn't do anything. As you can see, I mean, he's not really done a lot in general. I can't remember if he scored against semi-pro or not, but he could have. It wouldn't surprise me. That's the sort of calibre of team that he'd probably score against. Josh King has been poor. I actually ended up buying Daniel Sturridge, who's not been too bad. He's got a goal and assist in 3 games. He looks pretty sharp, actually. He's been okay. But like I said, I've not really tested these teams against people online, so I can't really say for sure how good they're going to be. First impressions, though, is that this Bundesliga team is far better. They had a great first game, like I said, they won 5-0. Conor Plianka got a hat-trick. Obviously, I was raving about him in the video for this concept squad, and he's delivered on all fronts. He could have had more. I mean, he hit the woodwork a couple of times as well. With this team, I even actually had a penalty saved. It was only because I took it with Mukiele, because I had a daily objective, which was to score a goal with a French player, and these 2, the centre-backs, were literally the only French players that I had on the pitch, so I had to risk it. It got saved. It was just unfortunate. Rebic got on the score sheet as well, which was nice. Pulisic scored a really nice goal. Really nice long-range curling effort with his weaker foot as well. So that 4-star weak foot really came into play. And the midfield just played really well. Like, Bruma looked really sharp as well. He's got himself an assist. He was just sharp on the ball in general. Both fullbacks were pretty solid, really getting up and down the pitch. And I couldn't really... Well, to be honest, actually, I don't think he did make a save. I'm pretty sure that was a game where my opponent literally had 0 shots, 0 on target. It was a complete annihilation. So that's where the squads are looking at, guys. They're obviously not too bad. So definitely, you know, obviously I said after the concept squads, have a look at these guys. I would certainly say have a look at some of these players. Certainly Conor Plianka as well. He was so good in that first game. Absolutely fantastic. It was against professional, but some of the games I play against professional, I really struggled to score. With a Premier League team, I never scored 5. That was the most I scored in the game. A lot of my games, you know, I was scoring like 2, maybe 3 if I was lucky. Really struggling, like I said, to put the ball in the net. But he delivered on all fronts for me. I suppose I need to sort of talk about the objectives as well. You get the starter objectives when you go through. I've completed all of those, which took a little bit of time at the start. It was a little bit of effort. You had to play a squad battles match. I had to do an SBC. I only did a bronze upgrade just so that, you know, I didn't do one that you guys didn't see. You know, make a team with 90 chemistry as well. That could have been potentially difficult, but luckily I had enough Premier League players already in my club from the web app. Loads of them were just kind of like repeats, like just things about listing players on the market and adding like fitness cards and random things like that. Creating a green link, really basic stuff. You had to win a single player seasons game. That's like playing a single player seasons game. You had to play the team of the week. All the kind of like bog standard things you normally do. Play a single player game. Name your club. Buy a player. Give them your debut. Things like that. Real basic things. I just grinded it out at the start to get out of the way. I didn't really get a lot out of it, to be honest. It was, you know, I wouldn't say it was worthless. It obviously got me a few consumables and a few coins, but it was kind of like time that maybe I didn't want to spend, which I could have, you know, just put a bit more effort into really taking my time with some of the squad battles games, but I kind of rushed them. I didn't do too well. But I'll talk about them in a future video because there's a lot for me to say about squad battles, which I was just struggling in general, really. Daily objectives are literally just updated at 6 o'clock, so I completed, I think, 2 of them out of the 4. Yeah, now that they're obviously gone, so I need to do that again. I haven't even played a game since they've updated, so I need to do that. I could buy a goalkeeper, score a goal with a German player. I might be able to do that. I think my only 2 German players are actually my left and right back, so I might struggle. And score a goal from a corner. I've done a few of those. obviously you get the lone Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he got me like 3 goals, and all of them were headers from corners, just like front post, and just kind of like, you know, when they flick it on over into the far corner. It's got a few of those with like timed headers, so that they were quite nice. Weekly objectives are sort of nearly there actually. I've done the 4 goals with the low crosses. Bought 11 players, obviously. Played 10 matches as well, so got those. I've nearly done the squad battles. You can see I've only won 3, and one thing also, even though it's obviously for the next video, I have actually completed the set, so that kind of gives you an idea of how that ended up. And yeah, no assists against Legendary, because I literally played 1 game and I got slaughtered, to be honest. I think it was the game I think I lost 2-1. I'm pretty sure it was the game I lost 2-1. I was actually 2-0 down, and Ronaldo scored a header from a corner near the end, and I felt like I should have, to be honest. For me, it was a Stonewall penalty right in added time, but the ref bottled it, and it would have taken it into extra time. But you know, it kind of like one of those games. I didn't really deserve it, so as frustrated as I was, I couldn't really complain with the result and the loss. I just take it on the chin. I need to say one thing as well, guys, about like a sort of like an investment thing, in terms of like making money on trading. If you guys have got any players from a team called Cercle Bruges in the Pro League, ideally silvers, try and get them on the market, because the marquee matchups usually come out on Tuesdays at 6, and there hasn't been a marquee matchups, as far as I know anyway. I think it's because there's not been one. Let me just double check this for you guys before I start blurting absolute nonsense. Either it's something to do with them. Either there has or there hasn't. No, there's not been one. Yeah, there's not been the marquee matchup. So I believe the fixture is one that will be in next week, which everyone's saying that they believe it's Cercle Bruges versus Club Bruges, basically. It's the Bruges derby, and they think it will be almost guaranteed that will be one of the matchups in the SBC. So therefore, any of the Cercle Bruges players are going up in value. If I find the league now, the Pro League, it's literally this first team, so you can't really miss them. You go into your club. I've got that guy there who is untradeable, which was a huge disappointment for me. I do also have another guy who I've put in my transfer list. I'm not sold him yet. Unfortunately, he's bronze as well, which means that he's not going to have like too much value. But even if you look at him, if I sort of compare price, you can see like 750, 600, 500. So that then he's not like a 200 coin bronze. You see, like cheap's like 450. So for a bronze player, that's good. That's good value for a bronze player. Just because he plays for that team, he's quite low rated as well. There's going to be a lot more of these players who play for this team that are going to be higher rated, that are going to be silver, who are going to be worth a lot more. So if you guys have got any of them, get them up for sale now, because there's a big hype about this. Don't sell them when it gets round to the time of the SBC releasing, because yeah, they'll still be worth a bit, but they'll probably drop a little bit because the hype will be over. You need to sell into the hype with these. But that's just like a little tip. If you want to know a little bit more in sort of like a bit more detail, it's probably best to watch somebody who's a bit more knowledgeable about trading. I'm not going to sit here and kind of pretend that I'm kind of some sort of like trading genius. I'm not going to be doing a lot of trading this year. Only really sort of stuff to do with like marquee matchups, just selling any players that might be a bit more valuable. Not trading as such, just kind of sales of players that I've just packed through sheer pot luck, really. And the final thing for this video, guys, I'm going to end it with an SBC. Don't worry, it won't take ages. I've already got it all planned nicely. It's not the League and Nation Basics. I can't actually do that one yet, unfortunately. I tried to do it, but I just literally don't have the players. Even on I literally failed on the first hurdle, the first sort of section on it. I couldn't get done. But I'm going to be doing this one, the Let's Move Forward. The first bit is literally, it's called Defensive Development. You just need bronze players. It's pretty simple. So player quality is exactly bronze. Team chemistry is minimum of 8, and you just need 3 players in the squad. So you don't need any links. You see, I've thrown in like 2 centre backs with no links. I've even thrown in a left mid as well, and I've got 9 chemistry. It works. So yeah, pretty straightforward there. Just basically throw in anybody that you don't want. I just put the lowest rated players that I could in, really. And this one gets you, it's one of these new packs. It's like so it says gold centre back max 80 overall. It's another player pick. Just a quick lighting change. It suddenly got really dark in my room. Must be getting dark outside. Yeah, so you get that guy, and then give me the nonsense about this. In the midfield, so better build up. Again, look, I've gone for centre mid, goalkeeper, CDM. You need 8 chemistry on this one, so that's not difficult at all. Again, just submit that. Just make sure you don't submit any players that are from Cercle Bruges, or just check the value of any players. I mean, most of them are like untradeable. Pretty much all of mine are untradeable there. So if they've got any kind of value, it doesn't bother me at all. But just check. You never know. That some bronze players do have some decent value. And then finally, the advancing attack. You need player quality again, exactly bronze. You need 9 chemistry. I've got that from going for, so I went for a striker in there. I put a left winger at left forward because, let's face it, not many people actually have left forwards and right forwards at this stage because it costs a bit to change them. And a right mid is fine as well. Right mid's usually pretty poor chemistry, and right forward, yeah, 2. So, but that works. Gets you 9 chemistry overall, and that gets you a pack of strikers. So you get a centre back, a centre mid, and a striker. And then overall, you get a goalkeeper as well. So basically, you're getting a whole new spine to your team. If you redeem all of those. So the first one, striker choice, we have got either Paco Alcacer, Loic Remy, Pavoletti, Stuani, or Tosin. Well, I don't want Tosin because I've already got him and he was shocking. I could go for Paco Alcacer. To be honest, I'm not going to use any of these guys, so I'm literally just going to go for Stuani because it's the highest rated. I feel like that would just be the most sensible thing to do for any sort of future SBCs. For centre midfield, we get Tom Kearney, Castro Awa, Gentner, or Danny Ceballos. Well, I mean, we've not even got an 80 there, which is unfortunate. I'll go for Kearney again. Rating. He's Prem, isn't he? Fairly. You can't really go wrong with that. Centre back. Are we going to get anybody that I can use? We've got Tarkovsky, Ginter, Maximovic, Vallejo, and Jose Font. Who does he play for now? He play? Oh, blimey, that's Lille. They've changed their badge. Learn something new every day. Vallejo, somebody I was actually going to look at about in the BBVA team. Not too bad. To be honest, it's got to be either Tarkovsky or Ginter. Who are my centre backs? Oh no, he definitely wouldn't get in. Not quick enough. You know what? I'll take Ginter. I think he looks alright. 80 overall, solid pick. And we will finally end it on a goalkeeper. We've got, oh my god, Raphael, Hitz, Boric, Costil, and Sergio. It's got to be Hitz, really. He might even play. 6'4". I'll probably put him in my team. Actually, at a Galaxy, not a bad player. At least we've got somebody there that we can use, and then we just want to hit R2 and whack all those in the club. But yeah, that's pretty much it really for this one, guys. I'm going to end it there. Hopefully you kind of enjoyed that. It's just a simple update really of how I've been getting on and what I've been getting up to so far. Next thing I'll sort of be doing is discussing some of like the squad battles, and also something which I've noticed about foot champs, which is incredibly odd. So stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed this video though, guys. So if you did, you feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, all that sort of stuff. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. But that's it from me, so I will see you in the next one.